Hello there, welcome back to my channel. So happy to see you again. Did you just get hired for online teaching and you're just ready to start? Well, in this video, I will tell you what kind of basic equipment you will need to get started. So stick around. It's roaring in the morning sun. Okay, the very first thing, of course, you need a device. So depending on what platform you got hired for, you have a few options. You can just use your laptop, you can just use your desktop computer, you can use maybe an iPad, a tablet, or just your phone. So I am with Palfish and I use my iPad for that one. For VIP Kid, I prefer to use my desktop. I always choose to use the one with a bigger screen only because I find it's easier to see, but that's just my own personal preference. Also, one note, make sure you have a backup device. It is very important. So for example, for VIP Kid, I use my desktop as my primary device, but I always have my tablet on the side just to make sure if anything goes wrong with the desktop, I will have the tablet right there so I can use it. For Palfish, I use my iPad primarily, but I always have my phone next to me just in case anything goes wrong and I have my phone handy and ready to go. Once you have your device and your backup device all set up and ready, make sure you have a very good internet connection. So test it out, test out the speed and everything. The last thing you want is something that's lagging. The last thing you want is to be hit with a technology issue penalty. You don't want to be in the middle of class and then suddenly, your camera breaks up, your audio breaks up, and you get kicked out of the classroom. So that's something very important that you have to make sure it runs very good. So if you need to upgrade it, check it out, check out the speed, and make sure that your internet connection is perfect. Now, the next thing that you have to make sure that you have is a headset. Now, it's not a requirement, so I know a lot of teachers, they just teach with the built-in iPad or the built-in microphone, but I prefer to have a headset, so this is the one that I use. It's a Bose Headset. I'll put all the links below with the products that I mentioned, but I have this Bose Headset. I have no complaints about it. Here it is. So you can use it with a wire, so plugged in, or you can use it on Bluetooth. I usually use it on Bluetooth with the iPad, and there has been no complaints about students not hearing me or cutting in and out or anything like that. It's also very comfortable. As you can see, the earpiece is very small. Also fits my small ears and my small head perfectly. It is adjustable, so if your head is slightly bigger and you need it bigger, you can make it actually quite big, so it goes up to that size. I actually put it on the smallest setting, so like that. And yeah, I've used it for I think almost 2 years now, and it's been perfect. I never had any class where students complained about audio. So this is what I use, but again, I mentioned backup devices, right? So I have a pair of AirPods that I use. I have used these for class before, but it started hurting my ears. They're normally very comfortable. I think I might have worn it for a few hours straight without taking it out at all. So this one started to hurt my ears a little bit. The other one, with a Bose, no pain at all, very comfortable. There's a very nice cushion, so it was fine for me. I also have just a good old wire headset. So if all else fails, I still have this with me. So yeah, make sure you have a reliable headset. You don't have to break the bank. Just look around, get a decent one. There's a lot available on Amazon. You can go into your Best Buy store and look around. If anything, you can just stick with like the wired ones. Those work pretty well too. Now, next thing I want to mention, if you choose to use an iPad for your classes, make sure you have a good iPad stand. So this is the one I have. I've used it since I started teaching, so I would say almost a year now actually. It's very reliable. It hasn't fallen over, it hasn't broken apart. It's not particularly wobbly, as long as you make sure you tighten it up well. It's adjustable, so you can make it higher or lower if you choose to stand while teaching. If you choose to sit while teaching, you can do that. And it also tilts. So very good. I'll put the link below. Make sure you have a good one. The last thing you want is your iPad falling over or your iPad slipping off or something like that. I kind of shy away from a DIY kind of stand, only because I'm paranoid that, you know, in the middle of teaching, the iPad might just fall down. So I just got this iPad stand, very useful. I use it for every single class that I have with the iPad. So next up, make sure you have good lighting. So I've had some feedback from some of my classes where they said I had shadows in the back. I'm still kind of struggling with it, but I did get 2 lights from Neewer. Links are below. I use it for my VIP Kid class, so it is put up high, and then I just shine it down, and I'll turn it on when I need to. I only use 1 light for that though. For Paddlefish, luckily the lighting on the iPad is actually a little better, so I don't need an external source of light. I'll just use my overhead ceiling light and the iPad, and that's fine. Only for VIP Kid, I will use my Neewer light. So play around. There are a lot of different light sources you can check out. I also have a selfie ring light, so this is easy to show you. So this is the selfie ring light. It's actually pretty good. I've used it only a few times, but because the lighting on the iPad is good, I don't really need to use it that much. You can see that it has 3 brightness modes. So this is the brightest, and you can easily just clip it on your device. I don't use it for my Mac, only because, I don't know if you can see here, this is just how wide it clips on. The Mac, unfortunately, is a little wider than that, so it doesn't really go on my Mac. But yeah, if you have, you know, your iPad or even your phone, it'll go on. So once you have your device, your headset, your lights, and a good iPad stand, you are pretty much ready to go. All you need is a classroom background. So that's very easy to set up. You can actually do it whatever way you want, just your own preference. Some teachers are minimalists, so they have a very simple background. I'm kind of in the middle. I didn't want it too bare, but I also didn't want it too cluttered. So this is what I have behind me. I didn't buy too many things for my background. The only thing I bought was the Amazon poster, and it wasn't too expensive. It's just a poster. The other things, I did get a whiteboard. So this whiteboard from Walmart. I actually have 2 more whiteboards here, smaller ones. And basically you can just get it from any store like Walmart or anything like that. This is the poster from Amazon, and I have some colors here that I stuck up recently. It's a little misaligned. Need to fix that up. Yeah, but basically that's all I have on my walls. I don't have any like large posters or anything like that. So that's all I have for you today. I hope it was useful. I started out pretty simple, so I made sure I had my device, my internet connection was up to speed, and then the other things I slowly added on. So I got the lights later on, and then I made sure I had the iPad stand very quickly after I started. So all these items you'll definitely need, very useful to make sure that your teaching is smooth. So I hope it helped. If you like this video, please make sure to subscribe and like and hit the notification bell for more videos in the future. Thank you. Bye.